YTBC. This is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. And guys, I'm just finna dive right into this topic because I'm frustrated, y'all. I am sick and tired of these weak simp men in the YTBC. And the closer and closer this Mayweather Pacquiao fight gets, okay, the more and more simps come out in the YTBC. Like, you simps, you guys are like roaches. And it's like, God dog, you delete 5 of them and 10 more come back, okay? I mean, I'm serious. You guys are like roaches. And it's like, what attracts roaches is crumbs and dirt. What attracts simps is women, okay? A simp is their only purpose of a simp is to impress a woman. That's it. And it's like, it's amazing. My channel is so small. I don't have a lot of subs on my channel. Like, but my channel is starting to grow a little bit, and the more subs I get, I almost think like, now I know that your video kind of gets out there a little bit more, and so now I'm seeing more simps leave messages in my comment box. And it's like, I'm tired of these simps, man. And it's like, here go the most frustrating part about a simp. The first thing they do is, I've got female subs that come on and they may ask me a question, or they may even make a comment about a video, and it's purely talking about boxing and nothing else. Every time I have a female sub or a female anywhere, they ain't even got to be a sub, that make a comment on my video, here comes a simp to save the day. There's a simp. And this one sub, I'm sitting here thinking, you know what, I feel bad for her because she point blank told this dude that she married. Like, she said, the guy asked her, hey pretty, hey beautiful, how you doing? What are you doing this weekend? And she said, me and my husband. And she purposely said, me and my husband have plans this weekend. This dude still simping. Oh, you a beautiful lady. Oh, you real beautiful. But this woman just told you that she got a husband. See, this is the kind of ludicrous crap that go on in the YTBC. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. And I really want to tell some of these guys, this is not matchmaker.com, you simp. This is boxing talk. We're here to talk about the sport of boxing. If you want to go find a date online, go to an online dating site, you simp. I mean, and it's getting crazy, guys. And not only are the simps hitting on the women in the YTBC, these simps are also, getting on your page, and then they start saying, hey, what's up, what's up, you punk AB? And I'm going to let you fill in the blanks. Oh, you punk AB. Okay, what's up, you punk? Oh, what's up, you punk nigga? That kind of stuff like that. They're getting on there and they're making these kind of comments over a video and a person that they'll never see. They're making comments about a video that they'll never see. Like, I'm looking at a great video by 78 Sports TV. Great content, great delivery. I thought it was excellent. Then you get some simp. He come on there and talking about, oh man. And you know what? This is when 78 was exposing Pacquiao. It was the video when 78 started talking about how, Floyd had offered Pacquiao this fight several times. And, it just seems like Floyd do want to fight. When 78 made that video, on down his comments. And I don't even know. 78 channel so big, I don't even think that he can see all his comments, or he probably don't even care to read them. This guy talking about, man, you a flomo, man. I'll come over there and whoop your tail. Okay. Now, first of all, most of the simps, guys, they're warriors behind the keyboard. The simp is probably that guy at school. He was in school and probably got picked on, and they took his lunch money every week, or they took his lunch money every day and probably smacked him and then flushed his books down the toilet. See, that's what the average simp is, okay? And you got some simp running around YouTube talking about he gonna whoop 78 tail. First of all, the man, first of all, he's huge. The guy work out. He's experienced in MMA. Do you really think that you would, go in his face and say, hey, 78, I'm gonna whoop your tail? Okay. Okay, great. See, you'll say it behind the keyboard, but could you imagine that happening? Could you imagine, and I can hear him now. What you gonna do now, boy? I can hear 78 talking about now. Oh, you gonna do what? What you gonna do now? And then you can hear the simp talking about, oh man, man, I was just playing, man, I was just playing. You see, these simps, they're really brave behind the keyboard. They're brave behind this keyboard. See, social media was the best thing ever invented for a simp. You see, what simps do is they peruse websites looking for women. They go to matchmaker.com or some simp place like that. They make up a fake video. Cause see, you on YouTube, you can be a simp on anything. You can be one. You ain't gotta be yourself. You can be somebody else completely different. You can change your voice. You can change your identity. A simp can be any person he wanna be on YouTube. And see, this is like a golden age for the simp. They'll go to websites like matchmaker.com, make a fake profile, and press these women with all their great words. And then when the women see them and they butt ugly, but I thought it was about my personality. They do stuff like that. These are things that simps do. Simps will go to other men's channels and they'll post comments and they will argue with a grown man based on his opinion. Like a simp think that you're supposed to agree with everything he says. You're supposed to agree with every single thing a simp says. And if you disagree with what he says, he's going to try to argue with you. I've already learned, I'm not going to argue back and forth with a man. We can have a difference of an opinion, and that's cool. We can have a difference of an opinion. And everybody, even some people who cool with me, Brain of Rain, Ghetto Superstar, they don't always agree with me, but we don't sit back and we don't argue back and forth. Grown men don't do that. We tell what our differences are. We talk about it, and then that's it. Crazy Colin, him and I argue all the time, but we don't continue to go back and forth. We state our differences and we let it go. That's what men are supposed to do, not simps. A simp don't do that. A simp, they like women, but they got characteristics of women. If you guys ever noticed that, when you're dealing with a simp, they got characteristics of women, but they like women. And it's almost like, I get this image of this guy sitting in his mama basement, running around the basement with an iPad or a keyboard that she bought for him for his 35th birthday, talking about 35 to 40-year-old grown men in their mom's basement, okay, sitting there with a little light almost in the dark, trying to sit behind a keyboard and being tough, okay? And they got these big old fingers that's about the size of they got these big old juicy fingers the size of sausages because all they do is sit around and type on a keyboard all day. So they don't do anything else. They ain't got no job. Their parents give them money. They still on allowance at 35 years of age because, my friend, you are a simp. You're a simp. This is the sport of boxing. When people come on, we want to talk boxing, okay? It's not a data site. It's not a site to where you go and argue with other grown men about their opinion. You're not mad at the person. You're mad at the opinion. It's fine. You can be mad at the opinion and disagree, but then when you come on talking about you gonna whoop somebody at punk A, you gonna whoop somebody behind, you're gonna whoop somebody behind because of a difference of an opinion. My friend, you're a simp. You are a simp. And you need to go ahead and look in the mirror. And many of us on our YouTube channels, we have simps that are infesting our channels like a conclave of roaches. Okay? And you can't delete them all. You can't, because when you delete one, they make up another account. That's what simps do. They make up a brand new account and they do the exact same thing. And they got 1 million email addresses. You can't get rid of them. You can't get rid of them. It's like, that's that date at your house that, you on a date that just won't leave. You having a terrible time and they don't want to leave. That's what hanging around a simp like. I'm serious, y'all. I am telling y'all seriously. Okay, it's a real problem. And I want you to wait the week, 3 days before the fight. It's going to be Simp City. They're going to be simps everywhere on God's green earth. They're going to be simps. Okay? You guys tell me what you think about this topic. Okay? This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. Subscribe.